This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
I assure you, making one of these competitors quit will be easier said than done.
You know, even though the title is not on the line, this is still an important match for the champ. He can't afford to show any weakness here.
He's going for it all. Clothesline!
Nailed it. Suplex. Boom! Beautiful technique.
Oh, man, what a leg drop.
Oh, and a snap there.
That'll give you whiplash.
The end may be near.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here. Effectively using the knee.
You gotta believe this one's over. Oh, clothesline.
Harsh impact. One of the things a superstar who's competing in a submission match has to be careful of is if they have an injury or have been injured in the past and people know about it. You can bet in a submission match that your opponent is going to target that body part immediately. It's like having a giant bullseye on an arm, leg, ankle, or shoulder.
Clothesline.
Just breaking down the opponent.
What a clothesline.
Ouch.
Byron, you brought up that a submission match can be especially dangerous for a competitor who's injured or had a known injury. I think that's why it's just as important as submission match to be able to reverse the...
Uh-oh, the fist has been dropped.
That'll mess up the back of your neck. And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Not good for the back and body. Knee drop.
That was nasty.
So precise.
Don't you dare get up, man.
Ooh. Clothesline.
Wisely bringing the action back into the ring.
Brought in the hard way.
When we talk about submission match, wow, I thought he was a goner. Incredible drop.
That was a long way down.
He's calling for it. Byron, you mentioned the submission match between Bret Hart and Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. The rivalry between the Hitman and Stone Cold was so intense that WWE had no choice but to appoint mixed martial arts champion Ken Shamrock as the special guest referee. The Hitman didn't waste any time focusing his assault on Austin's injured knee.
Steve Austin was busted open, and in the ringside area, it looked like a tornado went through. Once locked in the sharpshooter, Austin refused to give up. Stone Cold passed out due to the excruciating pain, which was considered a submission, giving the Hitman the victory. If it's not the greatest match of all time, it's certainly in the discussion.
Gentlemen, I had the privilege of walking into the arena today alongside Bobby Roode, and I'll tell you, the suit he was wearing must have cost a fortune.
That's one of the things I love about Bobby Roode, Cole. The man always dresses to impress. Ooh, neck breaker.
Ooh, what impact. I'll agree with Corey about Roode's pricey fashion. He certainly dresses to impress, but at some point, you might want to rethink how much money he's spending on his clothes.
Look, as the best-dressed announcer in WWE history, trust me, you can't put a price tag on being the most fashionable dude in the room.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. Look at this.
In a submission match, the name of the game is to make your opponent tap out from a submission move. There have been so many submission specialists throughout the history of this great business. Bret Hitman Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar. William Regal and Daniel Bryan are a few who come to mind. And on the women's side, I think about Alundra Blaze.
Here he goes.
Diving.
There it is. It's locked in.
Smart maneuver. That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Corey, earlier you spoke about a submission match, and one thing I'd like to point out is that a submission match is not necessarily the same as an I Quit match. The key difference is that a submission match requires the use of a submission maneuver. In an I Quit match, victory can be achieved by bringing your opponent to the point where they quit as a result.
He persevered through this submission match, and it's finally over.
Submission matches are all about imposing your will on your opponent, as we can see right here.
Here is your winner, T-Rex Adam.
What's this? Back in from the floor.
Oh, torturous knee.
Well, this will damage your back.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Double underhook.
Future shock.
That should do it.
This might be it.
Oh my, but he's got to capitalize now. Things just went from bad to worse for Bobby Roode.